Late Night Reacts. We are back with another reaction. Guys, I have an interview here with Anton Daniels interviewing Charleston White. And Charleston White has some very intricate things to say during this interview. We're going to react to it today, guys. I'm only starting at minute 122. We're going to do a reaction to about 4 minutes of this video. I'm going to leave a link in the description to this full video, or this video in its entirety, so you can check it out for yourself to see the other dimes that Charleston dropped here. But we're only reacting to a certain part of the video that I found very, very interesting. So once again, we are going to get into this video and we're going to check it out, and we're going to see what Charleston White has to say. Check it out.
12 years old, homie, they just figured out they have to stand up to pee. Ever since you've been taught to use the restroom, you was taught to sit down to pee. Your mother got you a pot, and she sat in the bathroom with her. You've been watching her pee. She teaches you and trains you to sit down to pee. That's how most boys are potty trained.
Now, let's understand what Charleston is trying to say here, right? Basically, if you analyze your mom using the bathroom, you're more likely to adapt the traits of the woman and not adapt the traits of a man. And because a lot of people of African descent, dudes of African descent, black dudes, do not have their dad in the home, we are more likely to learn our mannerisms or our traits from a woman. We didn't get those traits from our dad. And that's basically what he's saying here in that instance. But let's let him continue.
Sitting down peeing. At one point, do you learn a boy stand up and pee? You never see your father?
That is true. I don't really know. When do you learn?
That's why you see in elementary, a lot of boys go in there to sit down and pee. Some point somebody catches them, they get shamed.
I never thought about that. When you actually think
they don't buy you a stepping stool to stand up to pee. Your mama can't teach you how to stand up there to stand up to pee. She buy you a pot to sit down. Psychologically, ask yourself, what does that do to a boy psychologically?
No, you aren't.
Now, I basically explained what that does psychologically. It makes the boy believe that in order to use the bathroom, he has to sit down. Now, in some cultures, well, in the Muslim culture, they do sit down to pee because they believe that it's dirty to actually stand up and pee, because you may get the urine on the seat. And then when the woman comes in there, she has to sit down in the urine. Or if they get the urine on themselves, they don't believe that to be a cleansly, how you want to say, a cleansly way of living. So they will teach their boys to sit down and urinate as well. Now, a lot of Muslims might not do that, but that would be the logic behind that right there. But let's let him continue.
I can't think about it, and I've never even thought about it. You're the first person that's ever brought that up, in which when you potty train, they sit you down to pee.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's insane. If you watch all the other movies, the white boy baby out there with his daddy in the woods peeing, standing up, they both little butt showing and
peeing. Yo, he's an idiot. Yeah, but yo, guys, that is actually true. Right now, I'm showing you a picture of a white dad and a white kid, of course. Both are urinating, standing up. Now, the boy is older, but there are pictures out there of dads with their younger sons showing them how to pee. If you remember the movie with Adam Sandler, with that little boy, I forgot the name of the movie. I'm going to show you guys a picture of that as well, where the little boy didn't know how to pee standing up, and Adam Sandler had to show him. So if your dad is not around to show you how to stand up peeing, I know this is senseless, guys. You're not even thinking about it. Something you're not thinking about, but what else was your dad not there to show you? What else didn't you learn from your dad? What else did you pick up either from your mom or from the culture? You didn't pick it up from a dad. You picked it up from your mom or from the culture. That's basically what he's trying to say. Let's let him continue.
They got pictures. They got pictures that they draw like that, homie.
It is true. You are 100% correct. You are
Things are
1,000%.
being propagated to us, my nigga. Culturally. And at this point, for at least I'm 45. My mother been working. So who's been raising us? Culture. The Cosby shows. Different world. Different strokes. So from all these movies, all these shows that we watch, we pick characters.
Now, right here, you may be saying to yourself, what does this got to do with me? I've never watched TV and looked at TV and said, I wanted Bill Cosby to be my dad. I've never watched A Different World and said, I wanted to wear those glasses like Dwayne Wayne. But actually, guys, people back in the day did used to wear those glasses like Dwayne Wayne. And, actually, a lot of people did look at the Cosby Show and said they wish they had that family, that mom, that dad. They wish that they did have the relationship that Arnold and Willis had. They wish they did have that connection. So you look at TV a lot of times and you try to model yourself after what you see on TV because that's what looks good. That's what looks great and that's what you connect to. So through imaging and through social media and different things of that nature, you gain your persona. You gain who you are from culture. You gain everything about you comes from culture. You don't learn that on your own. You don't get that from home. It's not coming from home. As he mentioned, his mom worked and the dad wasn't there. So he watched TV to become who he is. He listened to rap music, listen to the radio, listen to R&B. You got to think about all of this stuff is turning you into who you become. It's not based off what you learn in the house. It's what you become from media. Let's let him continue.
Man, I wish that was my dad. Man, I wish me and my brother was like this. So as we grow older, because of our culture, we begin to base our lives off the movies we see. That's why when certain movies come out, The Woods, that's why as couples we watch them.
A little breakdown on the movie The Wood. I'm actually showing you a picture of that movie right now. You actually have to go check out that movie to know why he made a reference to that movie. But in that movie, the little boy in that movie was learning how to talk to girls, how to get about in life, and learn many different other things to become a man. So you have to look at that movie to really understand it. I'm showing you right now, like I said, a picture of that movie so you know what movie that he's talking about, and you can go check that movie out for yourself. I can't really remember the details of that movie, but it's a reason why he made a reference to that movie that you guys may not be picking up on, but let's let him continue.
Certain songs come out. We learn about Moet. Now we drinking Moet. Now we wearing Dob hats. We wearing Versace shirts.
Another point you guys probably never realized. Back in the day, Jay-Z came out with a song and he said, got on a throwback jersey and a fitted, coming to place with it. However he said it, but back then everybody started wearing jerseys and fitteds. Everybody's wanting to look like the people from Rockaware. They're wanting to look like the rappers. So you want to make yourself look like who you see. Biggie Smalls talked about, wearing Versace wear, Moschino on my missus. Now you got the females wanting Moschino or Donna Karen, like they heard Little Kim saying. So everything comes from the culture. Everything comes from what you see in the culture. That's basically what he's saying. You're getting all of this on how you're supposed to dress, how you're supposed to look, how you're supposed to act, how you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to treat your women, how you're supposed to treat your men. All of this is coming from TV. You're not learning this at home. You're not getting it from your mom. You're not getting it from your dad. All of this stuff that you're learning it from the culture and what you see on TV. But let's let him continue.
Now we know about Jacob watches. See, we don't learn this nowhere else but through our culture. Nigga, we don't know nothing about threesomes till they start telling us about it.
That's everywhere now.
Niggas didn't know nothing about monogamy. Niggas didn't know nothing about asking for two bitches. It was hard enough to get one. You had to lie. Yeah, you had to play. Now they want you to get two. So we're learning through this culture now. But we're not learning how to be developers. We're not learning how to be investors. We're not learning how to be builders. We're not learning how to create. We're not learning how to manufacture. We're not learning how to produce.
It's crazy he says this right here because it's something I talk to my kids about. My kids like to sit, as other children like to do. They like to be on their tablets, and they like to. My son will watch YouTube, and he'll drown himself in anime on YouTube. And I said to him, now imagine if you took your math equations and you just drilled yourself with nothing but math equations on YouTube. You'll be a math genius because you're building in your brain the muscles or the memory of these math equations. Thus, you'll be able to solve them quickly because you have been doing nothing but being, I can't find a word right now, but you've been indoctrinated with this mathematics that you've been introduced to. So just imagine if you sat in front of a TV and you was given nothing but ways to learn how to grow, ways to learn how to learn money, ways to learn how to build and invest. Different cultures, they do this with their children. I went into a Chinese restaurant one time and a lady was sitting there drilling her daughter in the mathematics, just drilling her and going hard. And then I came into the Chinese place about 2 weeks later, and the little girl was working behind the counter, counting change and giving people their money. They had the little girl working the cash register 2 weeks later, after the mother just sat there showing her and breaking down math equations. Guys, this is what he's talking about. If this stuff is not taught to you, if you don't understand or learn this from your house or learn this from your parents, you're not going to really understand how to become a better person. You're just going to go with what you see on TV or go with what you love in the culture. So the culture is actually doing you wrong if the culture is not showing you how to be great. If the culture is showing you how to not do better. If the culture is not showing you how to become as wealthy or as rich as they are. You understand? So basically what he's saying here is that we have to now learn over, or us younger people, the younger people, or my generation and the generation under me, we have to learn how to show our children how to invest, to show them how to grow and be better, because we're against a giant monster here when we try to go against the culture, because the culture is out here feeding our children more than we are. But let's let him continue.
Everything teaches us to ball till you fall, blow money fast. Fuck it, you only live once. But that's not a wise.
About 10 years ago, there was this terminology YOLO that came out. You only live once, and that's where it came from. And that made people think that if you got the money, go ahead and spend it now because you don't know if you're gonna live till tomorrow. And then with BMF, Blowing Money Fast, song that Rick Ross came out with, all of this stuff teaches you to ball out of control. Nothing teaches you to actually save for another day. So what happens if you live 10 years? From the time that you balling out of control, you lose that money. Now you're homeless. What happened then? You didn't spend no time investing. You didn't put no money into something smart. You just was sitting there saying YOLO, and now you're 40 years old and you don't know where to go. Now you're searching for a job, or either you're homeless. Now you're bummed, you're panhandling. You done messed yourself up now. So no, you got to be smart. You can ball, but you have to ball and have some money on the side. It is crazy to be balling and you don't have an assist. Now, who's going to pass you something? Nobody's really going to pass you anything because most people don't like to help people when they're down and out. Most people don't like to help people when they don't have anything because they're like, I got something, I got it a certain way. He has to learn how to get it too. He has to go out there and get his too. But you would have yours if you didn't ball out of control. You would have yours if you wasn't screaming YOLO life and all these other different things. Live it to the fullest. Yeah, we don't know if it's tomorrow. We don't know if we'll be here for how long or however we'll be here. But guys, let's let him continue.
Man. When DMX died, that's when I realized this culture ain't shit.
Now, let's touch on what he could be talking about right there with DMX. When DMX passed away, DMX really didn't have anything. I think DMX was reaching out to certain people for help. And this other rapper that just passed away recently, PNB Rock, I believe is his name. He didn't have anything. He was trying to get back into the game, search for people to help him, and nobody would help him. But now he's passed away. You see all of these different videos about him and all of these different things about him and people making all of these different statements about him, but nobody would help him when he was down and out. And that's the way the culture does you. That's the way the culture issues on you. When you're down and out, they don't help you. But when it's popular to help you, you're going to get the help. And that's different. That's what the culture teaches you. It teaches you to not help people when they're down. It teaches you to laugh at people when they're down. It teaches you to downplay people that are down, to make memes about them, crying memes and different things of that nature. You don't learn from the culture to help your fellow man. You learn from the culture to put them down. Guys, Late Night Reacts. Hopefully this video makes a lot of sense to you. Again, I'm going to leave a link to that whole entire video in the description box. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell on your way out, guys. Once again, I would appreciate it if you give this video a like. It really helps the channel grow. Guys, what do you think? What do you think about what I shared here today? Put it in the comment section. We'll catch you in the next video. Late Night Reacts. We're out of here. Peace out.